there are many things that we find cute within the 100 Girlfriends Who Really Love You series, right? And one of those things, ladies and gentlemen, is no doubtedly Ahko's bean smile. So tell me, Rindo, about the beauty of this particular smile of this particular character. Why it appeals to us so much, right? Why is it? Actually, it's difficult to describe, isn't it? Just how alluring one is, right? And I guess that also kind of applies to a lot of other, well, character traits or aspects within the story, right? But Ahko's smile, as simple as it may be, it just so, it speaks a lot, you know. So let's talk about it, right? Now, for a bit of context, right? We're talking about the character Kaderui Ashi, or Ashi Kaderui, right? Who also goes by the name of Ahko, as much of what the Hyakuno community also calls her, right? So the origin of this particular smile, of course, originates from her character, and her character debuted in chapter 87. And just a brief rundown on her entire personality, right, is that she is a gal, but the twist to her character of being a gal, right, is that instead of being this wild and energetic character, she is someone who is very, you know, very low-key, right? Very, she exhibits a very my pace style, right? She goes at her own pace and is very easygoing, right? Now, sort of quiet in a way, I would say, but make no mistake, ladies and gentlemen, brothers and sisters, because Ahko is a gal who is as gal as she'd ever be, right? Really exhibiting all of the character traits, features, personality, and mannerisms that you would think about the gal character, quote unquote, right? Now, the design of the smile in general, right? Now, this particular one is very common, right? General and simple, and it's something that also, I guess, all of us, right, even kids, can easily draw it, right? The shape of her smile, because essentially it's sort of like a bean or a hot dog, you know, shape design, right? Now, what comprises this entire smile is that it's distinguishing features, rather, I would say, is that it's in a U shape, right? And it has sort of that nice accent, or there's certainly that highlight towards the curviness or the roundness in both of the ends of the smile, right? So this part right here, you can definitely see that there is a lot of there is curvature, right? really, that's really like a bean or a hot dog shape, right? And while this design, be simple as it may be, it really carries a whole lot towards Ahko's character as a, well, character and as a gal, right? My entire analysis, or at least through my own understanding, right, is that, okay, first of all, throughout the entire series, the manga, ever since Ahko's debuted, every time we see her, she always carries that smile, right? That smile of hers, this one right here, is very consistent all throughout, with the exception, of course, with from a few moments, for instance, like when Karen is switched into Ahko's body, right? We get to see that rare moment of Ahko not smiling, quote unquote, right? Wow, it was weird, but a nice change of pace, so to speak, right? It's cute either way. Now, even Rentaro also, you know, mentioned this, right, on her smiling, or I guess her entire personality as a whole, because regardless, ladies and gentlemen, you would notice that whether she is happy, sad, angry, or confused, Ahko would always keep this smile, or she would always have this smile on her face, right? There's not much, or you could barely tell the difference, so to speak, right? And for context, I guess that's also due to her low blood sugar, right? Thus leading to her entire character, or her personality rather, being, oh, no, happy cat day, everyone. About that. So to go back, right, Ahko's low blood sugar, or because she has low blood sugar, it also causes her personality, or her entire character, right, to really be so low-key, right, and very quiet at times, right? And that is exactly as well what makes her very smile so precious and beautiful, right? It's because it's really the only thing that is unchanging or unwavering, despite the many emotions that Ahko would express, right? Angry, sad, happy, whatever it is, she still has this smile, and this smile really stays strong all throughout, right? But the interpretation that I can get from this, right, you know, many people are captivated by this smile because it's cute, and I get that. I understand that. I really love that, right? But as soon as I got to understand more to Ahko's character, and we got to see her as well in many different situations, right? Here's just a interpretation of mine. One of my interpretations as to why I also find this smile to be captivating, right? And it's because it sends us this message of keeping true to ourselves, right? I've mentioned before that Ahko has a lot of different emotions, right? And as she should, right? As humans, we portray a lot of emotions, but whenever we feel happy or sad, or sorry, sad or angry rather, negative emotions and such, we will put on a face that is sort of sour and bitter, right? And most likely there is no smile. But despite that, again, Ahko has the smile rather, even when she is feeling sad or angry, right? Now, by no means, right, that Ahko is trying to present to us or tell us that, you know, toxic positivity is a good thing, or it's a mindset that she has, right? Toxic positivity essentially is like, you know, despite feeling sad or negative, you should always stay positive and put on a smile on your face to always look on the bright side and all that, right? And that, you know, really not unhealthy, right? But with Ahko, that's not the case at all. You know, that's not the message rather that she is trying to give, right? Instead, we actually really get to see Ahko truly express the feelings that she feels when she's angry or sad. She really does express it very clearly, that, and we know for sure that really she really is feeling this way. And you know, the reason why she puts on that smile, or she has that smile on her face, is simply because it's Ahko. It's because it's her, right? Who says really, fam, that you can't feel angry or sad while putting on a smiley face, right? Well, I guess it kind of depends on the situation as well, you know. But by no means is that her smiling, Ahko smiling, is a coping mechanism of sorts, right? Maybe, I'm not so sure. But one thing that I am certain of, right, is that she is free to feel however she feels, right? She believes that when she wants to feel this certain way, then she does it, right? When she wants to express something, she expresses it that way, right? Because we as humans, ladies and gentlemen, brothers and sisters, we all have our very own, you know, circumstances and methods as to portraying our emotions, right? Classic example would be Karane in her tsundere attitude, right? With acting all cold, but actually is a very kind and, you know, warm person. It's just that she has difficulty in trying to express it, right? And with the case of Ahko, at the end of the day, really, she really did not neglect her feelings, right? And you should not do so as well, family. Whatever you feel, stick with it, right? Believe in it, because, you know, we should also still maintain that sort of person that we are, right? Despite having these feelings in the first place, right? Or despite feeling the way, something that is out of character, for example, right? For instance, if we know this person to be all happy, right? Very happy-go-lucky person, very kind person, but then when they suddenly get mad or angry and snaps off, it becomes like a totally different person, right? And their emotions are valid. The reasons, or whatever reason they're feeling for, it can be justified, or it is really okay to feel that way, right? But that doesn't mean that they are a different person. They are still the very same person that they are, right? Even Rentaro mentions this, and to paraphrase it a bit, right? It's that in relationships, right, whether it's with friends, family, or acquaintances, or I guess even when you are at your own, right, for instance, having shared feelings and, you know, stances or perspectives all the time, right, is not really required, or it's not mandatory, right? You don't always need to have or to share the same feelings with everyone else around you, right? With your friends or society and such, right? Because it's okay to embrace our own unique perspectives on things. It's okay to embrace our very own feelings and stances on things in different situations. Hence, to be yourself and to believe in yourself and to not let anyone tell you different is one thing that I can really understand from this very expression that she has. Another is that her smile really is just something that really brings joy to a lot of people, right? That happiness and good vibes, the good ending, right, is the better option, the better route to take, right? Because, man, I swear, Ahko's smile should be like this sort of, you know, world-class sweet or sugar substance because of how dangerously sweet it is, and how it can give you diabetes and such, right, and all that. It's really cute. I really love the design. Nozo Sensei, as expected, amazing work, right? But when it comes to crossing a situation where the environment, or the atmosphere rather, is sour, dampened, and it's not looking good, the best resolution, or ending rather, I should say rather, right, that we can achieve from this is that everyone is smiling, everyone is happy, because the first step, ladies and gentlemen, to achieving that sort of ending, right, is to take that first step yourself by stopping the hate, right? Stop the negativity, and to always show compassion and kindness to people. Because the journey to 1,000 smiles starts with a single step. With Ahko, right? I guess, I know. Indeed, so family, we should always choose the peaceful option, because fighting is like totally lame. And with that being said, thank you for listening, family, and take care.